30 jumping jacks, and then we might transition into burpees. So let's go ahead and get started.
Oh yeah, I can see this.
Okay, good, great.
Super.
Yeah.
Started. Are you ready? And let's go. Really, the ultimate goal of what enlightenment is becoming an angel, but by retaining the body, not by letting it be destroyed, by achieving eternal life and never needing to reincarnate again, just as it says in the Upanishads. When one achieves nirvana, they will not reincarnate again. They are in their final body. We have to essentially make the internal world as real as the external world. All right, go ahead and give it a second there. Take a breather. And then we're going to move into burpees. So you're going to drop down, you're going to do a push-up, and then you're going to stand up and you're going to jump up. Now when I do exercise, the microphone gets a lot of feedback, so I'm going to cut off the sound there. And we're just going to do 15 burpees. Are you ready? And go. Working out is a great way to generate a little bit of energy that we can work with as well. And then that helps us control our breathing as well, bring it back down, start to do things, depending on how we work out, increase our VO2 max, which would allow us to get more energy per single breath of air, essentially, which is one benefit of living up in the mountains, for example.
As we do these exercises, I would love to share a few quotes with you by some great siddhas, or perfected ones. This one goes like this. You will not fall in death, no shadow of you, nor shadow against lamp's light, nor shadow mirrored on still waters. If these quantum qualities emerge in one's form, then the body's externalized coverings peel off one by one. You radiate like the golden sun himself. Siddha Sundaranandar.
Okay, well done, well done. Okay, we're going to go ahead. We're going to do some squats. So with your feet about shoulder width apart, we're going to hold our hands out in front of us. And in a few seconds here, we're going to do 20 squats. I'll take a quick breather. Get your blood pumping, build your energy, release those endorphins. Okay, are you ready? We're going to do 20 squats. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Here is another quote by another renowned Siddha yogi. O people of the world, come. Come, you can live the life of deathlessness, speaking the truth, nor exaggerate nor lie, but speaking the solemn truth. Come, follow me. Enter the hall of Gnosis. Siddha Ramalingam.
All right, well done, well done. Next, we're going to do a little bit of stretching. So we're going to move to the floor, And we're going to start stretching out our muscles and making sure we're loose and not stiff. Okay. Now that we're on the floor, I want us to stretch out our legs. Let's go ahead and just bring them forward. And reach for your toes as far as you can. And we can go ahead and start working on our breathing. Try to slow down your breathing as much as you can. As we increase the CO2 levels in our blood, oxygen becomes more bioavailable, and we are able to generate more energy through the Krebs cycle, through ATP generation. One important thing to do when we are doing this kind of practice is to stay healthy, is to try to eat the right foods, to understand that there is acidic foods and alkaline foods, that eating, organic is always better than having pesticides and giving your body more of a battlefield to work with. You want it to be easy, all of the nutrients readily available, whether that's with supplements and eating correctly and staying active, staying nimble. Let's go ahead and stick one leg over the other. Let's stretch our back. Even if you just want to hold it for a minute. And then we can switch to the other side. So what I want to do is a few practices inspired by an Indonesian system called Merpati Putih. This is a system that focuses on breath holds, muscle tension, in order to generate energy, tangible, workable energy. So the stronger that we do these muscle contractions, the more that you're pressing and holding, the more later we will be able to feel the energy field. Let's start with our hands together like this. Press together very tightly, and you're going to immediately exhale all of the breath out of your lungs. Point your hands to the earth, bring them back up in a snapping motion, and then you're going to, with tension, pressing as hard as you can. You're going to bring your hands out, pulling your fingertips. You're going to be pulling those back to your shoulders as you open your hands wide. We're going to try to stay as straight up and down and as level as we can. And then we're going to bring our arms back, holding and maintaining tension, holding and flexing your arms as much as you can, bringing those hands back together, bringing them back right in front of your chest, pushing with all of your might until you're running out of breath and can no longer hold your breath anymore. And then with one final gasp and release of pressure and breath, you're going to go down and release and come back up. And then we can bring our hands right here again. This is one of several movements of the Merpati Putih system. There are a lot. We may only go over 4, but we will see what happens as these training sessions go on. And hopefully more people gain interest, and I'm able to help spread this knowledge to help humanity achieve their highest potential. So we'll go ahead and start by bringing your hands together. Bring them into a prayer posture, and we're going to inhale one final time. We're going to exhale, and then inhale, and we start the pressure, start the movement, holding until we can't hold anymore, and then we exhale and release the pressure and release the movement. This is all about holding your breath as hard as you can, but not keeping, remember, do not have the pressure in your head. Try to maintain flexing in your arms. Okay, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, and Exhale, inhale, and press. Now, one thing I did forget to mention is while doing most of the practices, you're going to be keeping your attention on the palms of your hands and developing sensitivity to sensation. So with your hands resting on your knees, just feel your hands. The palms of your hands. Try to slow your breathing as much as you can. We'll do breathwork in another video, or there's also some good articles on my website about breathwork, Breathwork 101, Breathwork 102 on blindfoldedsite.com. Okay, let's bring our hands together. And with your hands in front of you facing each other, just feel and focus your attention on the palms of your hands. Now this is such a basic exercise and you see it everywhere, but it is so important to develop your first sensitivity on your two strongest points of contact, your hands, your tools, your energy manipulators. So you've got to develop the sensitivity, widen the nerve fibers, and increase the width of your wires so that you can transfer and take in higher levels of voltage, of chi, of thought force. Because remember, all is one. Now when you're doing this, as this is a beginner lesson, just ask yourself, what is this? And just play with it. Get creative. Don't conform to any ideas. Just kind of see where it leads you. Feel it. Play with it. Make it harder, make it softer, make it stretchy, make it bouncy, give it a push, give it a pull. One interesting thing to do is give it further sensations. Try to make it cold, make it warm, make it wet, make it dry. Because everything is one. Include your mind in this. Feel it. Focus intently. All are thought forces. So to better work with the fundamental nature of reality, we need to develop our ability to work with thought forces. Feel what's not there, see what's not there, hear what's not there, taste what's not there. Let's add another level onto it. I want you to imagine you're holding a lime, a tiny little lime in one of your hands, and you're feeling the energy of it in your other. Try to feel the weight of the lime. Feel the skin. It's almost smooth, glossy, but natural. There's oils to it. If you squeeze it, it's got a little bit of spring. Really try to build the sensations in your hand and feel every aspect of it. Ignite all of your senses. Smell the lime. Can you smell it? Pick the lime up and drop it into your other hand. Feel it impact your hand. Feel the weight of it transfer. Feel its shape. Roll it around in your hand. Roll it. Drop it back into the other hand. Okay. I don't want to go too deep. Fantastic first lesson. Fantastic first little practice. I want you to maintain and keep going with this. Get creative, get curious, and try to come up with as many different things as you can. Whether it's visualization of specific things, a great way to do that is right when you wake up. Don't open your eyes. Just sit there awake with your eyes closed and try to visualize as intently as you can to come up with HD images. Because in visualization, which is a whole other aspect, we'll start with mind drawing and doing very, very simple things. And it will develop just as a painter or any artist develops their ability. It will develop into something that becomes much more realistic, much more high definition, and much more tangible. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me in this lesson. I really hope you got something out of it, and I hope you stick around and try to learn from me. Help me grow as I try to help you grow. I'm going to try to do more and more lessons. I really need to devote to practice. I have been stuck in the study and information gathering aspect of it, so I have way more information than I am capable of using at the moment. So just like all of you, we all need to grow and we all need to develop. And that is really only achieved through daily practice. So thank you so much for joining in my first session, first episode of our daily practice series. And I hope you come back, and hopefully we see you again. Thank you again so much. Blessings on blessings on blessings. Shine, be the light. You've got this. We can all do this. Thank you.